What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Project Zomboid. My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to have you here today as we hang out in West Point, Kentucky. And actually, let's go ahead and the first thing we need to do. So we've been here for a little while, but there are some preparations that need to be made. It's not going to be, we're not going to call it Preparation H. Obviously, there would be the point right there where I could make the old Austin Powers humor. However, I'm going to step away from it. I'm just going to address it. We're going to move forward. It's all good. What we want to do is let's add some sheets to the windows so that nothing can see inside. And so in closing these off, this is going to give us a blind spot, but it's also going to give the zombies a rather large blind spot. And that's going to be important if we ever want to sleep or like close our eyes and no longer pay attention. And so in closing all these, this is going to be our base for a little while. I don't like this location quite so much. We're on the edge of town, which is a positive. The reason being is that we can get a lot of the stuff that we need from there. However, the reason I don't really like it that much is because we're right next to town, which means that there's going to be a lot of Zeds around. And all it takes is for tiny, tiny events to go wrong, and they will all be on top of us before we know it. So there it is. We get a gunshot or a helicopter or a plane coming through, we're going to have some issues. You're definitely going to have some issues. So in here, it looks like there's no sheet on that window. You should never have sheet on your window. If there's sheet on your window, you need to be more careful about like keeping it nice and clean at your house. Let's grab that. You also need to figure out the difference between a bathroom and a window. Let's add a sheet to right there. We'll close the curtains. I don't know if they saw me. I saw one moving in this direction. It's getting a little dark right now. Oh, there's a window right there too. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Sorry about the darkness. There's nothing I could turn on the lights, but it'll get us in big trouble. Zombies love light sources, so I'm just going to keep it nice and dark for right now. I'm just going to have to hope that they don't bust on in over the course of the night. We're going to sleep on the couch because that room, this room has a window you can see through, but that room is actually directly accessible for the Zeds. So we'll sleep. Actually, we're a little bit hungry right now. We needed one more sheet. I can't turn on the lights until we have another sheet. Is there one in here maybe? There's a dead rat, huh? Anybody want to use a dead rat as a curtain? Oh, this light is on, though. I should probably avoid that. We're a little bit hungry, so let's unload a lot of the stuff that we're going to have here. I believe what we can do is we can actually turn this on. And after turning that on, we can take the meat patty and just, like, throw it in there. And it should cook itself over time. As I recall, it should, like, yeah, you see how it becomes more and more red right there? That means that it's cooking. It's how heated the object is, and once it becomes fully red, it'll become cooked, and then it'll start to fill up again, and if it goes beyond that threshold, it'll then be burned. So at my house, everybody loves everything burned. I prefer my stuff well done. When I was younger, I really did prefer things, like, rare, but as I've gotten older, I just don't like things rare anymore. I'll probably keep a lot of the fresh food around, so the fresh food's going to need to go in the fridge. I don't know, we're going to have to choose a junk drawer here, too. So, let's grab all of that, because I don't think it's going to be that useful to us. I'm going to keep an eye on the oven as we go along. There it is. So you see that little bar right there? When that fills up, we'll be done. So this is going to be our junk drawer over here in the corner. It's going to have things like radish seeds, pepper. It'll have a frying pan. It'll have, I don't know, we just got to go through and sort of just like one by one things. So this is probably going to be an inventory management episode, which will more than likely bore a lot of people, but it's just an odds and ends drawer. That's all that it is. A garbage bag, we can use that as a storage receptacle. We can probably use that to gather water as well. You want to start thinking in this situation about ways that you could practically use stuff around to keep yourself surviving even longer. We'll grab that. Let's eat the entire meat patty straight out of the oven, nice and hot, burning up the fingers, getting the juices all over your face, letting it run through the beard, because that is how barbecue is meant to be eaten. The barbacoa must go that way. If it does not, you have failed at barbacoa-ing. Let's put the spoons, the toothbrush, just all the random stuff up in here. Just a junk drawer. That's all that it is. Hey, you want to go in there? There we go. Perfect. You can actually shift-click to get multiple objects, too, if that's what you're trying to do. Now then, let's start filling up our water. We got a water bottle right there. We'll probably bring that with us while we run around. We've also got, I need to move all of our water containers to our main inventory, otherwise this probably won't work. That used to be how it functioned, I don't know. So we'll see if we can make it work right now. I'm still waiting it out to see when we get tired. It's almost 1 a.m. and we're not sleepy at all yet. That's going to be bad because we don't want to function on an alternate sleep schedule. It's part of the early game where unfortunately if you start at the wrong hour, you're going to have to do some finagling when it comes to your sleep schedule in order to get yourself nice and evened out. Now, what we want to do right now is we're just going to fill all these up with a ton of water, just in case the water goes out before we can get ready for it, so that we have at least, like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 days worth of water. If you live in an area that has frequent water shortages and it's actually like a hazard to public health, you should always do this. The government will tell you whenever the water's about to go out most of the time. They have to. like legally. Otherwise, they can be blamed for like deaths and things like that, and they'll have lawsuits and all kinds of other, like, not craziness, because if I died due to the water being out, I'd be kind of upset too. Still, let's grab all of you. Yup. Can I just move these in between cabinets? Is that possible? I don't think it's wise. That's not what I'm going to do right now. We'll just grab everything and then we'll fiddle with it in a second. But I want my house to be nice and organized. We're waiting for morning. There's a Zed around. You can hear him. Shit. Alright, well, I wanted this to be a location where we could put water sources. So we got a water bottle right there. For right now, we should be able to drink at anybody's house that we go into, but eventually the water will go out, and it doesn't give you like a big, warning when it happens. It's just the sinks will stop functioning. They'll trickle for a little while. Like for a while, you'll only be able to fill up like one bowl, and then it'll be empty, and then the next day there'll be enough for like one more bowl of water, things like that. Just little things will change over the course of time. We got a bowl of water right there. That should be enough for like one serving. Mug of water, that's good. The condition of our bat is okay. It's going to break in a while. The pots of water actually last for a really, really long time. Let me turn off the oven too before I forget about it, because I will burn to death. I'll go to sleep and forget about it. Seriously. I did it before at one of my other houses. I went to sleep with the oven on. When I first moved out of my parents' house, I just forgot about it. It is what it is. Luckily, it was safe and I didn't burn to death. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here to fill your house with joy in Project Zomboid anymore. But anyways, am I vastly overestimating my skills at bringing joy? I think I might be. We might just want to sleep this one off. I don't want to be tired tomorrow, so let's just sleep for a 5-er maybe. Just like a little nap. Oh, I'm so glad they sped up the sleeping. Oh my god, I can't tell you how happy I am about that. The sleeping used to take forever. I'm glad that they made that adjustment. So let's fill up on water. Yep, straight out of the sink. I'm not going to make the toilet water joke that I made in the first one, because that one backfired and people wouldn't stop bugging me like, you could drink out of the cistern, you ass. And I'd be like, whoa, calm down, Skippy. I was just joking. You're going to be mean about it. My feelings are hurt. Anyways, back to inventory management. So we want everything perishable to go in here. And yes, I slept with a chicken on me. Don't hate. Sometimes you gotta sleep with a chicken on you. We got plenty of space in here to actually store stuff, so I may put everything in there. I don't know. Just put it all in the fridge. Just keep all of our food centralized around one location. The reason you want to put it in the fridge is because you see that blueness right there? If it's refrigerated, it goes bad less quickly. It slows down. So that green color right there means that it's chilled, which means that bacteria don't grow quite as well on it. I think we're pretty much good right there. A bottle of disinfectant. Don't really know how I'm going to use that just yet. We're going to add everything else to the junk drawer for right now, and then we'll be back out and on our way. I don't know if a tea bag constitutes junk. We'll throw all that in there, and now it's time for some adventures. Now that we spent like 10 minutes just organizing inventory, but this is important because you never know. When things go wrong, organization is important, because when things go wrong, you're going to want to have like ready access to that thing you had just a minute ago, but cannot find. Oh my god, there's so many Zeds out here. So we may want to take a couple minutes and clear these out. These are going to be hazardous to our health. I think we can mostly get done with them by backstepping and just taking care of business this way. So what we'll do is we'll circle the house backwards while swinging. We need to check and make sure there's nothing behind us. There is one right there. You should always follow them if you can. You used to be able to get multiple zombies with a swing. Oh, that was actually not what I intended right there. We're actually picking up a lot of these guys, but circling the yard and killing them all would be really, really beneficial to us. It's not the wisest decision. Like, it has the propensity to end really, really poorly for us. However, with the knockback that we currently have, we should start acing them in just a second. You see that blood right there? Eventually, you should get him. He's a little bit panicky, and I've heard that as you kill zombies, your character gets less and less panicky about fighting with them. I don't know if we got somebody right there. The speedy one's the real one you got to worry about. That's the zombie that's true trouble. Ready, you right there. Yep, speedy zombie, sorry. Slight backstep. If I can clear out the neighborhood, that would be great. Absolutely Oh, did I just get bit on accident? I don't know what just happened right there. Either way, speedy zombie, you got to go. You got to go right now. That should have been a bite. If it wasn't, I'd be really, really surprised, but I guess that it was. We'll have to take a look at it in just a minute. We don't have the pain meter going, so maybe we got lucky right there. We should be able to just stand right here now and beat them back. The other thing is that some of these guys might have lumberjack axes or like survival items on them, and that's really, really good for us. It'll help us get a bigger inventory of weaponry to use against the undead menace. They're not a menace. It's like Dennis the Menace. It's mostly just zombies running around the neighborhood with slingshots breaking your windows. It's like vandalism. That's pretty much it. Just undead vandalism. Oh, look, they walk now. Or, I'm sorry, they crawl. I think I noticed that in one of the streams, and I just never brought it up. There we go. We should be just about done here. Come on, get it done. That one's trying to grab on. I don't know if we killed it. It looks suspicious. I don't trust you, crawling zombie. Stand to your feet and fight bravely. Alright, so now what we do... Oh, wedding ring. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let the lootery commence. Oh, yeah, we will be taking all valuables. I set this precedent when I used to stream, and I'd be like, we take everything gold and everything valuable off of our dead foes. It's just part of the game. You gotta loot. After you win the fight, you gotta take the wallet. Otherwise, you're not living by true hood rules. Alright, so you got that over there. Do we check this guy? We're a little bit dehydrated. I should probably also check my status to make sure. Overall body status, okay. Not in shape, but not out of shape. I guess I'll take that over I mean, if I went to my inventory and it was like body status, ew. I'd be like, oh man, now my feelings are hurt. What are you doing right now, video game? What are you doing right now? But instead, it's like, okay, I'll take that over a worser sentence. Is that even a word? No, I'll take that over a worse sentence. There we go. Even better. I should have brought some water with me. I got some mustard just in case you want to eat yourself some mustard for dinner. It is quite delicious. That is one of Cornbread Collins' favorites. I don't think I want to drink a bottle of disinfectant right now. That might actually end up giving me a tummy ache. And, of course, we will keep all of our loot inside the oven because that is where it goes. Later on, we will heat it into ingots of gold, and then we will be the richest man in the apocalypse. I will say, I will trade you 5 wedding rings for that one corn cob right there so that I can wear it around my neck like a bling chain, for I am the Cornbread Collins. See, the lisp started up again right there. I didn't even mean to. Ooh, that one got Speedy. Alright, calm down, Speedy. You and your friends. Unfortunately, you gotta stay far enough back to where that still works. But that doesn't happen right there where you swing straight over their heads. The combat has changed a little bit since the last time I played the game. Like, it works differently than it used to. You used to be able to just, like, spam it out a little bit. Now it's a lot more spam-proof. I would love for one of you to die. I would also love to level up my blunt so that my accuracy is not quite so terrible. Wow. We're getting in there. There's one. Pop them like a watermelon. Got that one. Apparently we crippled it with a bat because that's just how gangster we are. And having finished that off, let's check the rest of these bodies. We're probably going to get cold pretty shortly. It's not in our best interest to be running around in the rain because once you get damp, it actually increases your chances of getting sick. So let's go inside for right now. And if you're looking for ways to get dry, there's actually towels around. So if you go like into the bedroom, there's a vest right there. There's a pillow, okay, a blouse. Don't think that I need a blouse right now, but there should be like hand towels or something around that you can use to get, there it is right there, a dish towel. And if you use that, you can dry yourself with it. And it should take off that little moodle thingy right there. Yeah, so there it is, it's now gone. However, he used to drink water all by his own. Do I have to put it in my inventory like that? I do, okay. I was going to say, he used to drink water all by his lonesome. He would just handle it. And so you wouldn't have to worry about food or water while you were running around unless you just weren't paying attention. I think I'll probably... Let's cook up a chicken. And in so doing, we'll turn that on real fast. I don't need my wedding ring right now. We'll go with... Where is it? There's the chicken right there. And so we'll throw that up inside the oven. It is chilled right now, so we'll probably want to like speed the game up slightly. Not too much, but fast enough. We'll put it back in our inventory because that's how we roll. And then we shall eat ourselves an entire chicken breast. I love chicken. Chicken's one of the greatest things ever. You can marinate it however you want. It always turns out great. Everything tastes like it. Everything wants to be it. Everything is aspiring to be their chicken. Did I check these houses over here? I already went through and killed like all the Zeds in the hood, so I feel like this is probably a good idea. Now that I've earned the neighborhood, we might as well. That door's locked. It's going through a back window. Hopefully there's no burglar alarm. There might be. Oh, don't gas out on me now. Don't gas out on me now, Cornbread Collins. I know you are an accomplished burglar. I know you can handle this right now. Why is he stopping like that? That's weird. Is the window not breakable, maybe? Let's try this one. Looks like somebody's a fan of wooden furniture. Somebody's been watching too many episodes of This Old House. Be jumping up in here, close this down. Got a magazine in there. That's good for boredom. So is the pen. You want to start thinking about things in the future. So what happens once society has actually crumbled and your character has come to terms with the fact that society has actually crumbled? There's going to be a lot of boredom. And sometimes reading old magazines and old newsprint is the best way to keep yourself from going cray-cray. Hey, we got that Chardonnay up in the fridge. Yup. You shouldn't store that in the fridge, though, unless your fridge is like wine temperature. You definitely shouldn't store it standing up, either. Makes your unhappiness go away because everybody loves drunkenness. Obviously, that makes your problems go away. We've got empty notebooks over here. We'll put that down to the bottom. Hey, I said to Luke, go inside my hiking bag right now. I give you the command, and therefore, it takes place. We've got another sheet, which is actually something that we needed pretty desperately. Rubber duckies make me happy, so it can come along. No rubber ducky deserves to be alone in the apocalypse. It must ride with us. Got another normal hiking bag right there. Okay, nothing right there. I should probably tear up some stuff for band-aids just in case. But I don't tend to get bit very often. Ooh, cigarettes. Yes, please. Do you smoke? Infrequently, but if you've got an extra one, sure, why not? We're having a good time tonight. We got a sweater right there. This person was a fan of the green right there. Either that or their day job was being the Jolly Green Giant. One or the other. Got some playing cards right there in case you wanted to play yourself some solitaire. I think there's a door right here that goes into a closet, but watch out for those because they're popular ambush points. How do we get into this? Oh, okay, so there it is. Is there anything on that right there? Nope. Nothing right there. We'll probably go out the back the same way that we came because the front is looking a little bit dangerous and lame. And if we go out the way that we came, the front looks lame. And in the back, looks like the Zeds are moving around slightly. Did I hit this already? Door's open, so I must have. Well, there's some popcorn here and some tomato seeds. I think we'll probably be doing some gardening later on. I don't know where the popular point is. Oh, no. I don't know where the popular point is in this game now, or at least on this map, where you're supposed to... Oh, there's a bath towel right there. That's good for drying off. And nothing inside of there. So, yeah, I must have hit this place already, and then I left just like some basics. There is some gunfire. So what we'll want to do for right now is we just want to sit here and look out the window until we figure out where all the Zeds are going. Oh, unfortunately, it actually only lets us look that way. We can't look crossways out the window, which is a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. Alright, so now that the migration, we've killed a lot of the stuff in the neighborhood, so we're pretty safe right now. That's going to make it even safer in our neck of the woods, or our chest in the woods, or, you know, our buttocks in the woods. Whatever part of the body you want in the woods, it's going to make it safer for us, so just keep that in mind. Maybe take this one out right here, this straggler. Just make sure she doesn't become troublesome later on. Window's already broken right here. I think climbing through windows can cut you, maybe? Does it? I think there's a chance anyways. Didn't work that time, so that's fine by me. Hey, there's some 9mm rounds to go with our 9mm pistol. I prefer 9mm squares, but you know what? Sounds like we got a friend over here. Let's grab that stuff before the Zed realizes we're here. Yeah. This is not a good place for us to be, by the way. Especially with that speedy one right there. We have to get rid of her. She's got to go. A speedy zombie inside is like one of the worst things you can run into. Once you got the fast ones that are just like taking off all over the place. Like, is that her key? Like, what do the keys go to? Or is it just like a random item that you have laying around? We also want to listen for the sound of walls breaking. So while we loot this, we're going to turn around and just kind of like pay attention. Some broccoli seeds. We already got that out of there. If this place was multiple stories, I would feel a little bit safer about this. They are still knock, knock, knocking on Splatter's door. Hi, 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 hi. Knock, knock, knocking on Splatter's door. Alright, we got a belt in there. I don't know if we need a belt. The big duffel bag's nice, though. That'll be helpful. I would really prefer to have an escape route right now. Fighting, trapping, fishing, take those because we're going to want to learn some skills as time goes along. Oh, no. Okay, so that's troublesome. Out the window we go. Climb faster, go, 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 go. Oh, my God. Okay, so that scared the hell out of me. I didn't realize they were inside. I thought they were outside trying to get in. I have exhausted myself from beating on that zombie. I think that one's finally dead, though. Alright, we're a little gassed out. But I think we'll be alright just if we hang in here. Okay, another one bites the dust. Come on. Next up at bat, Cornbread Collins, who was about to get bit by a zombie that tried to crawl up on him. He's also increasingly drowsy. Oh, that's unfortunate. There's a bunch of these guys around here. That one's a little bit faster. So obviously she's got to go. Keep her down. God. Some of these Zeds can take a beating on this one. Somebody should be down right now. Get rid of you. It's still that one right there. She's pretty resilient. She's doing a pretty good job at avoiding being bludgeoned. Come on. Just keep on swinging. There it is. The reason I check all these, antidepressants, just in case it starts to get a little bit difficult to live in a ruined world. Those can be helpful. I don't know exactly what happens if you get too depressed. I've never actually let it go that far down the line. Usually I have antidepressants or something else along the way. I should let my character just get depressed sometime and just see what happens, but I've never done it before. Let's go back to our house. We're going to unload all of our goodies. We're going to start scavenging further and further and further away from home as we play the game. I may try to actually fence this off right here. Like, fence all this off. Make a couple water barrels back here. Knock this wall out. Put in a door. I don't know. Try and make this a little bit more satisfactory as a survival shelter, but for right now it'll do. It's just an item receptacle right now. That's all that it is. I can't. Where's my sheet at? I need to put a sheet over that one right this second before I forget about it, because I will. So we'll throw that in our inventory. I still don't like how you can't manipulate stuff that's in your bag. Maybe they'll change that later on. It's a little thing. No, don't open the window right now. Close the curtains though. That's fine. So now that all the curtains are closed, we can actually, if I can find the light switch here. Light switch. Where's the light switch at? There's one right there. Does our living room have no light switch? It must not. That's weird. How do you have no lights in your living room? That's like the first place you put lights, just in case. I mean, we could turn the TV on for illumination, but we'll just turn all this on. Now that we have curtains around, nothing will see the light anyways, so we can just turn on all these light sources. Let's get to depositing that food, and I think this is where I'm going to break off the episode. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerdcastle for the next episode of Project Zomboid. It's been very, very fun, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future. I will see you all later. Take care, everybody, and as always, hi-do.